That's how I started. In my house before, I didn't have, my whole place was cemented. I started doing my own little things there. I moved it to another site I have. And me alone was a lot. So with the help of my sister who is now in London, we just decided, look, why don't we, I have this land which I bought way back. Why don't we just move down here and start something? And see if we can commercialize it. We started 2010, trying to move down here, make grow our own food, and also make sure that our immediate friends and stuff can patronize. So that is the genesis of this farm. Oh, my community doesn't patronize. Maybe initially, they were there, but here it's like because in that state there are so many things, and I'm not looking at my community alone. I'm looking about the general awareness in Ghana, possibly. So we go to shows, fairs, and marketing, outside marketing, where we even have a truck where we have a mobile market weekends. Our community, I can say, for them, I don't think they've realized the essence of that here. Food has not been, I think that food has not been a focal point for most Ghanaians. Normally, the man gives money to the wife gives to the house girl, they come, all go to work, come back, the food is fixed. So not until they go to hospital and tell them that maybe they are sick of something that they think of food or a dietitian advises them of some of these. They're not really, and even they do, they don't even know the source, where to go. So they still go back to the destiny. They don't see, in Africa, when people get educated or get blessed with finance, they see farming as, the last thing, you know. It's true to extent. It takes grace and deeper understanding to love farming and nature. That's why today you see people have big houses, all they've got is air conditions, and the nature is taken away. And then we have to come back to the way God made it. That's one of the reasons. So maybe with my supervision, I may say, listen, maybe it's a calling. I think I always say that Kwashi brought cocoa to Ghana. And some of us who have lived outside, we need to bring something of value. There, and I was there when I saw Whole Food coming up, where Jeff Benzo even bought it. Industrial hygiene, so I understand the whole concept of how things affect our environment and stuff. So my life, 20 something years in America, I think I'm honored to be able to do something like this. Money is not the focus. It's just that being able to impact at this point of our life, impactation is the key. How much money can we have? So if you look at this, there's not being boastful. The land alone is about $600,000. People wonder why are you using $600,000? Like, it gives me life. And the most important thing in life is life, and good health. I wake up in the morning, I sit in my things, have good oxygen because God created plants and nature to be able to give us oxygen as we give our carbon. The interaction, if you understand nature, is you cannot even compare money to it. I don't want to wait till I go to hospital and they need to give me oxygen. Else I can get it fresh. On an everyday, if you give scale of preference to how people spend their money, right? They will go out and spend so much on things, impression, go to church, go to functions, right? And throw money. But if you don't have health, right? And I think, like I said, people also think, oh, organic farming is expensive. It's not, because you see, what it takes, an average of organic farmer, because the thank God I can afford it. It's not, if you look at it, it doesn't make commercial sense if you're looking for profits. It could be if, of course, patronization is high, right? Or patronage is high. But then, people will come and, because they are used to anything, right? They see the thing as it. So we need more education for people to know that food is not just to satisfy stomach, but for nutritional value. to extent depends on your intake. And food is one of the main things that God created. So whether it's chemical based, then your intake is based on chemically infused. And we Africa, fortunately or unfortunately, we have arable lands. We have even these days, like I said, we don't even need a land. I don't grow on land. I grow on. We have container farming. We have can do a whole lot of programs that are in the system. With the help of social media and other information, it's more accessible. We don't really need to have a farm. We don't really need a land to grow, right? And one thing I also realized is that, like I said, the awareness and the whole mindset of food, the perception is a whole lot of stuff. How you see things, how you perceive things. But the person goes and you look at our tradition. Our mothers used to cook without the magic, right? But now we've adapted that magic concept. And we saw because a lot of research and of course, Big Brother also balancing through the media and advertising. They don't want you to advertise the reality of this thing. So Africa itself has become a dump. And not until we go back to the roots. Right? Like I said, contemporary, for instance, everybody thinks contemporary is healthy. But when you look at places they normally grow contemporary, it's around cocoa farms and other farms. So when they spray, it gets on the leaves. And what are the process by which they can eliminate it? Right? Post harvest, somebody will harvest something, and because of shelf life, they will spray anything to keep it fresh. So when you buy it, within a short time, it things start rotting. And some of these things have they call something permissible limit or duration, right? Some chemicals, if they are sprayed, may have to come with maybe certain time for it under heavy or under regulated watering, right, to be able to deplete. But few days to the harvest, they spray. So it's a direct and a very high dose you're going to of our intake. Even though they say we boil our food, but chemicals, even when you boil, tends to another form which the body is not used to. No wonder we're having all these issues. And I think it should be a national thing where the government, even from the schools, you get it, in agric, so that they teach them. Because if we don't have a healthy population, no matter how prosperous the nation is, it's going to eventually run out. Because you need healthy people to run a healthy nation. So to me, I think it's important that we all get into it. We're quite concerned of our food, where our food comes from, the source of our food, how it's done, and if it should be even a national policy. Okay. One, the mistake I make is that there are two things. When you say organic, it's defined so many ways. Now the bird is so close that you can use chemical for certain days before, because of the population and also the demand, less of, not being able to meet the demand for food. So they simplify things. But then looking at our soil, we start from soil, right? The soil, 25% of nutrients in the plant mostly is from the soil. And so whatever is in the soil can also contaminate the food. So when you're going to do organic farm, the first thing you have to do, you have to test your soil, or you make your own medium, which I do. And look here, see all these sacks. I make use of biodegradable products, which are my wastes around, which at times I go out even to take some other waste. I have rice sacks, which are in abundance here if you want to know. I have mushroom waste, so they sterilize it, the sawdust and stuff. And other stuff, we have rabbit urine and this thing which is good. We have goat, chicken, turkey, and other stuff, which I mix and cure them. So I sort of prepare my own soil, knowing that the content, there's no any harmful stuff. So that is one of the costs that times if you don't take care, or just because your number one thing is your soil. Then you come to the seed. Seeding in Ghana, it's hard to get an organic seed in Ghana. No shop really sells organic seed. So you always have to import it. So what I do is for heirloom seeds, right? So what I do is I import heirloom seeds. The reason for me bringing it up is that heirloom seeds, you can regrow it from its own seed. So when the plant is grown, even lettuce, when lettuce are grown, the way I sell it with the bowl. So you take the bowl, you eat around it, you wait for it to grow. It's going to go to a point where it gets a bit bitter. Then it starts flowering. Then the flower will turn to seed when it's dry. So you can use the same seed, which one plant can give about maybe 100 seeds. You can use the same seed with the soil, which I normally do it to be able to use it for 3 sessions, which means after the first harvest or the first cycle, you can use the soil to do the planting in the nursery. Then from there, you can add other soil or possibly come and buy soil. Then have your own farm. It's not just buying product from me. It's also helping you to get into home farming, right? Which home organic farming, which I think is a key thing. But the problems, I think personal workers is the problem one. It's hard to get young people who are willing to sacrifice, to learn this kind of work. Some of them come hoping that it's not a fast way of making money. It's not attractive. You come, they are not ready to commit to work. So if you are ready, then you have to commit. I work 12 hours a day, every day, 7 days. Unless maybe I'm sick or I need some errands to do. On average, in the farm, I spend 12 hours a day. So you have to be involved. So it's quite time consuming. And it takes away your life, but then it gives you another life. Your social life will go down. And of course, if you're not married, a lot of girls will not be accepted. They always see you dirty. Then it's something that uh, I don't want to talk more. I don't want to see it, like I said, everything is perception. I'm more of a negative, but then an experience. Fine, whatever change, whatever process it is 100% worth it. You see, one of the things that at times we get confused. Yes, I look through these days by the help of TikTok. You see people showing videos. Some of these that like I've seen a lot of the Asian ones, and some of them looks a bit gimmick to me. So, and me, I'm the kind of person I like to go through regular stuff, come up with my own, right? Of course, you need the knowledge of the base, but then to be able to sustain, you need to look at things that are around you. You get it? So you need to be quite imaginative and also creative. You need creativity and understand the thing. What are the needs? Look at some basic things like maybe mark under the waste to work. So I use some like onion peels in my water to water. And when you look at stuff like that, these are stuff that is not maybe in the mainstream to see, but then we have it here. So if I cannot afford any organic, maybe pest control or nutrients, right? You look at stuff that we can do. You have to be more at the way rounded a bit, be able to control. If not, the cost of stuff get high. Some of the things they talk about, you may not have it. So it's not as encouraging as you have to. You have to be your own book through experience. If there's any difficulty, you can just look around, research a bit, but then see because you don't want to adapt so much Western, right? And then it becomes complicated if you can't get the stuff. Discouraging. I think everything we have here, when a lot of research is being done, we look at the neems and stuff. Neem tree, moringa tree. You can use moringa even as an organic manure. It has got all the nutrients plant needs when you mix it with the soil. Like I said, my farm is located at Maryville Homes in Spintex. And I will encourage people to come into the farm, get the experience. but we sell them. We sell stuff from seedlings to, we don't sell seeds. We sell from seedlings to finished. And we can advise you what to do and help you with the start. We have our soil, everything that assists you to start your own little farm. And my number is 024 690 4201. 024 690 4201. And I'm on Fintech's Marvel Homes, manager around manager. So I encourage everybody who, especially family, get involved. They can bring, family together. And for the youth, it's always good to know that, listen, with the help with this AI world going, at least I should have something that will peg myself to a place where there'll be maybe opportunity for me to be able to live a sustainable life. And even the real estate people also, I think that we should incorporate sustainable living. I remember when the corona was here, right? People were stuck in their rooms. Imagine corona, we don't hope stuff like that happen, but even in old age, anything can happen where you're usually outgoing is minimized. You can be in your own house, in the comfort of your house, and have these greens around you, know where your food is coming from. Good exercise brings a lot of value to you. And I think the more you connect to plants, I think is the more the closer you get to God.